enjoying it in there, enjoying the battle, chance to pit his wits. This is what he dreamt of as long ago as an 8-year-old at school.
Ruiz not making so many mistakes now. I think that the power, I think even John Ruiz has to think, I can't take too many. Look at those.
Tremendous shots, combinations from Hay. Ruiz nods and gets on with it again. Some punches here that were taken down the walls of a city from Hay, but Ruiz is still there in front of him. He looks one of the fastest heavyweights since Ali, doesn't he, Hay?
Yeah, well, he's an athlete, he's a natural athlete. And as he's come up to the heavyweight division, he's kept that athleticism and tremendous power.
Good little burst from Ruiz right at the end of the round, but some eye-catching stuff from Hay in that round. Maybe just a bit of facial damage accruing. Certainly for Ruiz. Big jab on the nose, I think, caused that.
Yep, Ruiz taking everything that's coming his way and just marching right back up to the plate again. That's the shot that I reckon could even have broken his nose. I think his nose has been broken before, but quite possible that one's done it again, and it's bled ever since.
You can jab like that all night long, but you've got to believe me, you can jab like that all night long. Barrier, long, keep walking into it. It's numbing him. It's numbing him badly. When you load up and you roll underneath it.
Keep nice and still. Shut your eye, Dave. Just shut your eye. Shut it.
Adam Booth, the main trainer, and that's Mick Williamson, who worked with Ricky Hatton, of course, on the cuts as well. Back to work, round 4. Hay wanted to make a statement in the first 3 rounds. I think he did that. But he has to cope with the fact that psychologically he's thrown a lot of his best shots, but Ruiz still looks pretty strong.
You can't imagine he can continue to take these punches so cleanly. The thing is, he's getting close now and he's getting some punches off. And he never really been tested at heavyweight.
It's worth remembering that earlier on in his career, Ruiz, who got some of the right hand there, was down twice against Andrew Galotta, still won, got off the floor, won the fight.
But he is boxing so cleverly here, just keeping the right amount of space between himself and Ruiz stretches with that jab in a position to counter.
Just waiting for him to make a mistake. Cat and mouse almost from Hay. Look at him just going backwards, keeping a range, and he's looking for fast punches once Ruiz commits himself. Like that. That's beautiful. Beautifully picked, that left hand.
Yeah, executing the plan perfectly. He's been told to use the jab. Just any opportunity to bring the right hand into play, but don't get drawn in to a war. This is just perfect boxing from Hay at the moment.
Just mixing it up, isn't he? Smart boxing and quick, powerful punches. Now Ruiz has got closer, lands with the right hand to the body in there. That's where Ruiz would like to get him, in the corners if he could.
Yeah, he's got to rough him up, but he can't pin him down. He should be walking across Hay as opposed to following him around the ring. He should be stepping to the side, trying to manoeuvre him, which you would imagine he would have learned in 18 years as a pro, but he's not. He's just following Hay around the ring.
The right hand from Ruiz, and another one too. Hay didn't get out of the way of that one. He was strapped on the ropes for that. Good work from the American-based heavyweight.
This is probably the best little spell Ruiz has had.
He's getting a bit closer, isn't he?
Yep, and getting punches home. His head movement is not good. When Ruiz gets close, he's been stepping out of range. A lot of punches landed from Ruiz in this round. Hey, good quality shots, but not an awful lot of them.
He's gone a bit sleepy in this round. Ruiz has just outworked him, I think, in that session.
Look nice and still, that. Take a deep breath.
It'll be a stamina test for Hay tonight as well.
Well, the fight is now becoming a little bit more grueling than most people expected and most people thought, certainly after the opening round. Ruiz is getting close now, but not only that, he's finding the target as well. Hay breathing very, very heavily at the end of the round here. He must be in great shape, so out of breath is different from being tired, but I wonder, are doubts creeping in yet?
Hayes landed 54 to Ruiz's 38. Both of them head-hunting by the look of that. It's worth remembering John Ruiz in his career has beaten Hasim Rahman, Tony Tucker, Andrew Gallotta, Jamil McCline, Fraser Kendo, Kirk Johnson. It's a good list of heavyweights of recent vintage. And of course he found Holyfield as well in one of their 3 fights.
Good right hand from Ruiz right at the start of the round. Well, as you can see, a man who is not easily discouraged. We wondered, did he come here for the pension job? No, he's here for the title. Lovely punching from Hay.
Oh, right hand, then left hand from Hay. Sent the sweat spraying from the head of Ruiz. He can't cope with Hay's speed. There's another one. Terrific combination punching, then a body shot from David Hay, almost as if to say, feel this, how much of this do you want? Well, usually with Ruiz the answer is he'll take any amount of it and argue with you all night long.
Well, Hay proving there that he can stand with a heavyweight. He has moved into the heavyweight division and he's grown into it.
Fascinating fight. Had a feeling that Ruiz was ready for a big battle here, and it looks that way. He's taken all of Hay's punches. And he keeps on coming at you.
And nothing that Hay has done yet has discouraged him. Incredible fighter, John Ruiz.
Watch the use of the elbows. Little warning there for Ruiz from the referee. It's been a good fight this, though. Much more action already tonight than we saw in Nuremberg in that, well, chess match against Nikolai Valiev.
Yeah, Hay found his rhythm again. Ruiz not getting as close, not getting so many punches off here. His jab working, his movements working again. I just can't get the enthusiasm out of this fellow.
I have to say, Miguel Diaz, the new trainer for John Ruiz, has done a terrific job with him. He's letting his punches go much more in this phase of his career. None of the ugly mauling and holding we saw from him. He's trying to make this a fight, isn't he?
Yeah, the referee hasn't been involved. Part, I suppose, from the points deduction. But it's been good, free-flowing action here. Hay boxing really well again in this round.
And always with that blinding hand speed to help him. What he's got to be careful of is that he doesn't let the work rate drop and that Ruiz can then take over and win the battle of the jabs. That's what happened in the last round.
Well, Ruiz's pace has dropped a little bit too, as you would imagine. Getting the right hand hold, Ruiz. But good round from here. Lovely shot.
And he's down again. He's claiming it's another rabbit punch. He's claiming it's a rabbit punch. That might be gamesmanship. It looked a good shot. Down for the 3rd time in the fight. Up at 7, Ruiz.
Is that the punch that knocks the desire out of John Ruiz? Is that maybe just the last little bit away from him?
The bell has gone somewhere amid all of that. Nobody heard it. Jim didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I don't think the crowd did. Luckily, the ref did.
Si no tiras vos, él te casa porque él no tira nada si vos no tirás ya. Tenés que tirar, tenés que rifarte.
Well, just when Ruiz felt maybe he was getting a little foothold, that's what a champion does. Puts you on the seat of your pants. He complained, but he was already down before the rabbit punch landed. That was the punch that put him over. Okay, there was a punch landed behind the head, because that was because Ruiz was on his way to the floor. Tremendous stuff from David Hay.
Ok, ¿me entendiste ya?
Ruiz was saying in the build-up to this fight, in all honesty, America doesn't know or care about David Hay yet. I think he'll send a message to America if he stops Ruiz tonight.
Yeah, but this is exactly the kind of fight that we want seen over there. This is showing that he is a true heavyweight.
Round 6 on a dramatic night here at the MEN Arena, which has seen so many dramatic nights, like Ricky Hatton's coronation against Kostya Tszyu, among many, many others. Calzaghe, Nigel Benn, Steve Collins, Nassim Hamed, they've all been here. It's Hay's first fight in this city.
Ruiz trying to walk across Hay a little bit more now, trying to corner him, manoeuvre him.
Crowd bursting into song here. They're proud that they've got an English world heavyweight champion in David Hay. They want him to keep that title. They think he's in charge of this fight. But I tell you something, all the time Ruiz is in there, he's a danger. Oh, lovely right hand on the counter. Fantastic shot that was from Hay, real class. Again he claims a rabbit punch. Goes down for the 4th time.
6, 7.
I think this is gamesmanship from Ruiz now. He's trying to get another point deducted and claim it's an illegal knockdown. But Hay, the hand speed and the power is getting it done for him here now. Hay's gum shield's come out in all of that.
I think it came out over in his own corner. He should maybe signal. We don't want to signal for the referee because he's one punch away here.
Really loading up with big, heavy jackhammer shots here now. David Hay, he wants to take Ruiz out of this argument once and for all. Referee steps in, the gum shield will be put back in. Crowd boo, I don't think they realise what happened. That gum shield had been out for quite a while. You have to do that. I think Ruiz is going to gamble now.
Well, I think he's been gambling all night long. He's never stopped coming forward, trying to come through the punches. He knows he can't outbox Hay. What a performance. Hay has been tremendous, but you can't give Ruiz anything but full credit for this effort.
Well, it looks like he's got over the most recent blitz as well, doesn't he? He's been on the floor here, John Ruiz. But he's going to keep on trying to take it to David Hay and hope that the Brit will run out of gas somehow. Another right hand. Blurring hand speed, Hay has. He's lightning and he's exciting.
Looking for the body as well now, Hay. I mean, at 38, you would imagine Ruiz maybe not as tough around the midsection as he once was. He's pushing him back now, really taking control.
There goes the bell to end the round. Well, I'll tell you something, the Klitschko's maybe ahead of David Hay in the world rankings. He holds the WBA version, but there is no more exciting heavyweight to watch in world boxing than David Hay. I think that's beyond dispute.
Well, that's what we believed when he came into the heavyweight division. Tonight, he proves it. See, that was the shot, bang on the chin. And Ruiz turns away from the punches and then complains about rabbit punching. Okay, that the punches were not on target, that one was, and the knockdown punch was. And they weren't heavy punches anyway. I think he's just looking for things to complain about now, which obviously is a good sign.
Well, look at this, a 40% success rate in a heavyweight title fight. And that might not sound much to casual viewers who don't tune into boxing too often. Believe me, that's really high.
St. John's, round 7.
Into the second half of the fight. Hay's only gone beyond 6 rounds 5 times in his career. That's usually because the power has got his opponent out of there by that point.
And his reflexes are so good. He hasn't taken a punch on the chin. He's been caught by shots, obviously, but never clearly on the chin. He just pulls away that split second early.